All right, we're going to dive into a massive idea today. And believe it or not, it all kicks off with just one super simple word. A word you probably use all the time. I know, I know. Sounds a little weird, right? But just hang in there with me. We're literally going to pull apart a regular old dictionary entry and dig up a hidden clue. And this clue, well, it leads to this incredible system that was actually designed to connect the whole world. So here's our case study. We're not pulling out some dusty, complicated dictionary. Nope. We're looking at the Simple English Wiktionary entry for the word awake. And that's key. The simplicity here, that's the whole point. Okay, so to find this secret, we've got to do a little detective work on the word itself. You see, the word awake kind of lives two different lives in English. Let's start with its first life as an adjective. As an adjective, the definition is, well, about as straightforward as you can get. If you are awake, you are not asleep. Boom. That's it. It's just a state of being. You're either one or the other. And check out this example sentence. It just clicks, right? We all get this. It was 1 a.m. and Gerard was still awake. I mean, come on. Who hasn't been Gerard, just laying there staring at the ceiling? You know, what's really cool here is how we understand awake just as much by what it isn't. Sure, you've got the synonyms on the left, alert, conscious, they add some color, but it's the words on the right, the antonyms like asleep or unconscious, that really draw that sharp line in the sand. It makes the meaning totally crystal clear. All right, so that's life number one, awake as a state of being. Now for its second life, as a verb, an action word. And here you can see how it changes form. Awake, awoke, awoken. The main definition is, yeah, pretty much what you'd guess. It's the action of stopping your sleep. It's that moment you switch from one state to the other. And this example, wow, it just captures that feeling so perfectly. She awoke with the dawn. It's got a nice ring to it, right? A little more poetic than poor Gerard up at 1 a.m. It really paints a picture. But wait, it gets even more interesting. The word has this other, more figurative meaning, to make a feeling happen. Like, think about saying, his speech awoke a sense of hope. It's not about waking up from sleep. It's about stirring up an emotion. It just goes to show you, even a simple word can have all these different layers. Okay, so quick recap. We've dissected the word awake. We get its two lives, adjective and verb. But buried right at the top of this simple dictionary page, there's this one little sentence, a clue. And honestly, it changes everything. And there it is, right there. You could so easily just scroll right past this. It says, awake is on the Basic English 850 list. Just that one little line. But that line is like a doorway into a much, much bigger idea. So naturally you're asking, what on earth is the Basic English 850 list? And what's a simple word like awake even doing on it? That's exactly where we're going next. So here's the big reveal. This list, it's not just some random bunch of words thrown together. No way. It's a super carefully designed system. And it was created with a really specific and, honestly, a pretty ambitious goal in mind. It all boils down to this one number, 850. Just think about that for a second. Imagine trying to say everything you need to say, talk about your job, your feelings, science, whatever, with only 850 words to choose from. That's the heart of this whole thing. This is what's called Basic English. It's a stripped-down version of the language that was put together way back in the 1930s by this linguist, Charles K. Ogden. And his idea was, well, it was kind of radical. He believed that with just 850 core words, anyone from any country could communicate clearly. It was meant to be a tool to tear down language barriers, a sort of global language to make things simpler for everybody. And, Ogden's project, it was way more than just a list of words. It was almost like a philosophical statement. He was arguing that all the complexity in our language can actually get in the way sometimes. It can be a barrier, not a help. And he saw this simplified English as a way to build bridges, a path to real understanding in a world that was getting more connected, but also kind of more divided. I mean, just think about how we got here. We started with one everyday word, awake, from a simple dictionary. We peeled back a few layers, and what did we find? This incredible, massive project. A project built on the belief that a small, powerful set of words could be enough to connect people across any border, any culture. It's just such a great reminder that sometimes the biggest, most ambitious ideas, they come from something really, really simple. And that's really the big question I want to leave you with. In our world, which is just filled with complexity, What's the real path to understanding each other better? Is it more words or is it fewer? Could a list of just 850 words actually be enough to change how we all communicate? It's a fascinating thought, isn't it?